Welcome to the Mark and Smarks podcast. I am Jose Sands. I'm here with
Hollywood
and
Marcus.
Oh, sorry.
And you cut off my Hollywood Marcus. Now you're gonna feel his wrath.
I'm so sorry, Hollywood Marcus.
I'm not rapping anybody today. I'm not crotchety. I told you, I'm good.
No, we had a week off because someone had to get his freak on.
I don't think it was. I'm not going to comment.
No, I don't think you should. No, just vacation. People are going to be on vacation. I'm taking one in 2 weeks, so we might not do one then. So, vacation. It's summer. It's time to enjoy yourselves.
Time to party.
Even though we work all time, all year, it's not like we take a break, but there are people who do take breaks and go out places and,
Do things.
And do things.
Yep.
Like I have a life outside of, everything else.
Well, that's debatable.
Oh, well.
I guess last week you kind of had a life.
And it felt great.
Yeah, doesn't it? Well, we didn't introduce
Big Ralph agrees.
I see, and this is Big Ralph. Kind of cut the intro. Having a week off, I was a little off my game. I kind of cut everybody off.
It's all right.
Nah.
It's all right.
We're here
makes it fun.
Yeah, we're here to talk this week in wrestling. What could have been, what should have been, and what was. Now, since we all took some time off here, did we watch a lot of wrestling?
Nope. Well, when I came back from out of town Wednesday, I watched Smackdown, Raw, and I caught up on whatever I missed. But I don't think that's the purpose of this week's show.
No, the purpose of this week's show is the prediction show. I was just curious because to make accurate predictions, you need to kind of have an idea what happened on this last week.
Big Ralph did watch Raw and Smackdown, but Big Ralph did not watch NXT.
You never watch NXT.
Exactly, so.
You're missing out. That's the best show right now on TV.
That's the best, the best hour?
I'm going to challenge that with the, I mentioned it to both of you, the 205 Live match where they had Buddy Murphy versus Mustafa Ali in a no disqualification match. I mean, it was pretty damn good.
Yeah, see, I don't watch 205 Live.
See?
I should.
You can't make that
it,
thing.
But not regularly.
I did. The things I did watch this past week was the UK tournament. And that was really good. The second one where they have the... it's kind of like a NXT TakeOver, in a sense. Mm-hmm. The second one on the... Not the tournament, but the actual... where the winner goes against Pete Dunne. That show was pretty good. There are 2 matches. They happen... Actually, 3 matches, I would say. Only because it's the women's match, Toni Storm versus Shayna Baszler, for the NXT women's title. That was actually a really good match, and I don't know. It was a good performance by Baszler, but I don't know if that has to do with Toni Storm, and I don't know Toni Storm very well to kind of have a comparison of her work, but they did a very good story, and I was very impressed with it and her work in there. And then they had 2 tag team matches. One was Mustache Mountain versus the Undisputed Era, and Mustache Mountain won the NXT titles, only to lose them this past week on NXT.
Yep.
And the other match was EC3 and Velveteen Dream versus Aleister Black and Ricochet, and that was a good match. So there was like and the Pete Dunne match against, I think it was Zach Gibson, who was the winner, wasn't bad, but it didn't stand out to me like those other 2 or 3, I guess.
Speaking to that point, I have 2 points. I know that Triple H and a lot of the other management at NXT are really high on Toni Storm. They see her as like the next big female wrestler, and she's young. She's in her early 20s, so I know they've been wanting to sign her for a long time, and if they do, you're going to see some big changes in the women's division where she's concerned, because she's really good. And how do both of you guys feel about Pete Dunne having his UK title for over a year now, and not really being recognized as one of the longest reigning UK champions, or just champions in period, as far as WWE is concerned?
Well, they kind of did that chart at one point, and he was right there with Lesnar.
How many people actually saw that, though?
It made the rounds.
Many. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I mean, Lesnar is the longest reigning champion right now, followed by Pete Dunne, followed by AJ Styles. Like, he's literally had the title for over a year, and not many people are talking about it like they should.
Agreed. But, again, there was not that many eyes. You're talking about Pete Dunne. Everything he does is mostly on the network, not on national TV. So, you know, the layman, I guess, WWE fan who kind of watched just the Raw and Smackdowns are not going to really see the Pete Dunne stuff. You know?
Big Ralph.
They're missing out because...
No, they are missing out.
Pete Dunne legit is... If they were to play it right, he could either be that super heel that they need right now, or he could be Stone Cold-esque type of character where he does stuff and you love to hate him, or you cheer whatever he does because it's that cool, even though he's doing bad stuff.
Yeah, he's at that, it's cool to be bad. Almost Stone Cold-ish, in a way.
Yeah, like I said.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear.
I did.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Well, they also announced the Mae Young Classic is coming back, so maybe we'll see Toni Storm in that.
I will hope so.
I don't know if she was in the first one.
Yes, she was.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. You know what? I don't remember watching all of that tournament, so I can't comment on that. But you know who else is coming back to that tournament? Caitlyn.
She's swole.
Yeah, she's pretty swole. Yeah, no, she's big, and I heard she's been working pretty hard to get back in the ring.
Dude, she's awesome. I love Caitlyn.
Yeah,
she was a little corny at first, but dude, yeah, she came a long way.
No, she can be very dominant if they really want to push her.
I don't know what they're gonna do with the women's division right now, because I mean, it seems like your top women, Rousey, Flair, Asuka, top women in the terms of dominance, what they could do in the ring, their physical presence. I mean, Charlotte's out for 3 weeks after surgery. Asuka, I feel, is being wasted, and Ronda isn't on TV. So I'm just like, what are you doing? Maybe it's just me. I just feel like they could be doing a lot more with their women's division. I think, what's her name? Sasha and Bayley are being wasted.
Yeah, that whole segment of them being in therapy is kind of I'm not buying it.
Especially when you saw them doing NXT, it's like, come on, man.
I know, but we always say what they did in NXT, and we always have to remember, like I said with Pete Dunne, that we have people who don't watch everything on the network. So you have to take it that we're being reintroduced to these people. They don't know the feud before, you know? Or it's mentioned, but maybe they didn't go back and see it.
But that's the point. They put some great matches. Like, you could transfer those matches over to the main roster. The question is, why don't they?
It's a good question. And that's the question we all want to have answered.
I mean, they're building towards SummerSlam. You know that feud's going to start on SummerSlam. They need a big card, and people are going to want to watch that.
I hope so, because they've been building that since, was it before Elimination Chamber, actually, and the Rumble. Or was that before the Rumble?
I don't remember what happened in the Women's Royal Rumble, but I'm pretty sure one of them screwed each other.
Yeah, I think Bayley threw out Sasha.
Yes.
And then she thought she won. Oh no, I'm getting the Royal Rumble and the Battle Royal confused.
No, that's exactly what happened. She Bayley threw out Sasha thinking she had won, and what's her name? Asuka was like, nope, I hadn't lost. And Asuka just knocks her out.
Because nobody was ready for Asuka.
Nope.
Not at that time.
Well, I mean, they have been posting lately on WWE how it's been 3 years since the Women's Revolution. And they're saying the most, or the winningest diva or women wrestler is Sasha Banks out of all of them. That she's won like 50 some odd matches behind the Queen, or in front of the Queen, who's won just a little bit less. So, I mean, they're really pushing the Women's Revolution, and they've been doing a lot better. And I hear, from what I hear, that the person helping, the producer of the women wrestling now is Tyson Kidd. So that's why I think some of the matches are turning out the way they are, and they're getting better.
Yeah, because Tyson Kidd he's wrestling. He grew up wrestling. He went through the dungeon, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he has an eye for it. He knows what he's looking for.
So I think that's why the women, like lately, I think I've mentioned it, and I think a couple of times you guys have mentioned it, that the women's matches outshine some of the men's.
Yes.
Ralph's just like, yes.
No, yeah.
Yeah, that is Ralph's shtick. He says one word and that's it.
Exactly.
I agree.
All right, so let's talk about. You guys suck. You guys talk about because you guys criticize that I jump all over you. I wait, I hear a pause, and then you guys decide to say one word. Now I got to go back and rethink what I was going to say, and it's going to come out all jumbled.
It's okay.
Okay.
Right.
Damn it! So this is a prediction show. We got Extreme Rules coming on this Sunday. I won't go over the points because I don't know them at the moment.
Oh, come on, man.
I didn't prep that part. I was trying to get all the matches together. I know who's in last.
Shut up. Let me tell you what the points are.
Tell me what the points are, Points Keeper.
The points are Hollywood Marcus coming in with a strong 43. Jose Sands coming in with a 45. And Big Ralph coming in with the monstrous 47.
The monstrous 47.
He's the monster amongst points.
The monster amongst points. All right, so let's talk about the kickoff show. Of course, we consider the kickoff show part of the pay-per-view, or so we said, and then this was Hollywood's idea, and then he kind of poo-poos on it every time I say it.
I don't poo-poo on it. They don't tell us what the pre-matches are, so I don't know until the show starts, and we haven't bet. So
all right, well, actually, I have two that I know of right now.
Yeah, so far they've only named two, so I think they're just probably going to go just those two.
So, first up, we got Sin Cara versus Andrade Cien Almas. I am going to go to you, Mr. Hollywood. Who are you picking for this one?
Andrade Cien Almas.
I believe I am with you.
I'm going to be with you guys, too. After I saw Smackdown this week, yeah, it's going to be Cien Almas.
I think he needs the push. Think he needs to be established. I think we need to get him going,
Agreed.
The second kickoff match is the New Day versus Sanity in a tables match.
I have it. Oh, yes. Tables match, Extreme Rules kickoff, yeah. I was reading Extreme Rules, and I was like, oh.
What's that guy's name? Sin Cara?
Sin Cara versus Andrade. And now we got the New Day versus Sanity. Big Ralph, who are you picking on this one? Tables match.
I'm picking Sanity.
Big Ralph's got Sanity. I'm going with Sanity as well.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing as Cien Almas. I think they need to push more than New Day does.
Right, New Day can take the loss. Yeah.
So we all picked
and just like Hollywood always says, maybe the loss is going to have them break up.
So we all picked Cien Almas, and Ralph picked Sanity.
I'm picking Sanity as well.
Sanity.
So we all picked Sanity.
Only because, New Day's established that loss won't hurt them, like you said, and I think Infinity wants any type of momentum, they're going to have to give him a win here. You can't have him lose.
Yeah. No, and what better way to give him a win than against a top tag teams?
Are they really top?
I mean,
Who?
they
The
are,
New Day?
though.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're considered one of
They
the
are your
top.
four-time tag team champions.
Indeed.
Indeed. I want to put a caveat. I want to put an extra point in that.
You want to? Go ahead.
I do. I say Nikki Cross gets involved.
I can respect that.
I respect it. I just don't think it will happen, but
She has been on the live shows for SmackDown.
Let me put that in. Cross for Joe. Extra points.
She's been teaming with Becky Lynch.
That Becky Lynch.
That Becky Lynch. That last kicker.
unfortunately, they don't use her up to her full potential.
Nope. It makes me very sad.
Yeah.
You think they're going to turn her heel eventually?
Becky?
Yeah, Becky.
I doubt it. She's the perennial good guy. She's too good of a face to turn her heel, I think.
All right. Well, next match I have is Finn Balor versus the Constable Corbin. I don't know. I'll go Finn. I like Finn.
I'm going Finn too. I don't want Corbin to win, and I know he probably will, but god damn it, I'm going for Finn.
I'm gonna go for Finn just because Constable got the better of him on Raw, and with Hollywood's logic, if you get the better of someone and you're facing them at a pay-per-view, then you are going to lose. So.
And my new strategy is I'm not going to try to book it. I'm not going to try to overthink it. I'm just going to go with who I want to win. And I'm already last place, so I really have nothing to lose anyway. So it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? If they win, they win. If they lose, they lose.
Yeah, I hear you.
Do you really though? Do you really hear me?
Yes, I'm listening to you.
So next match, we got the one that I know Hollywood's very interested in. We got Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley.
Man,
What?
I'm going to fall asleep again.
You're gonna what?
I'm going to fall asleep again.
I don't know.
As long as it's not the last match in the pay-per-view, I think I might be able to watch it.
And the thing about it is that I'm hearing that it's going to be the main event. I'm like, so you're going to just crap all over your Intercontinental title, which is literally the hottest title you have right now. You're going to crap over your WWE title, which is the title with the most lineage, and it's supposed to be the most important title. I mean, come on, man. I mean, you're even going to poo-poo all over Rousey and Nia Jax and Alexa? Come on, dude. Don't do that.
If they put it on last, it just tells me that they did not learn from Joe versus Roman Reigns in the where were they? The Greatest World? No.
If they put it on live, I'll just go to sleep. I legit would just turn my TV off.
So you're going Roman then?
Really? Come on, man.
All right. So who's your pick? Okay. So it goes on last. You're not gonna watch it. Fine. But who do you pick?
Lashley.
Big Ralph picks Lashley. I really don't want Reigns to win it.
Okay. I'm taking Lashley too. I thought I was the only one, but I guess you guys really don't want Reigns to get it.
Nah, he's had too many opportunities. He's had too many title shots. You know, change the scenario for a month, 2 months, 3 months, for the rest of the year. Give me someone new challenging for the rest of the year, and then next year you can bring Reigns back into the title picture. But
you think we're gonna get Lashley Lesnar at SummerSlam then?
No.
I hope so.
I think what's his name? I think Reigns drops the title and goes back to USC.
Reigns drops the title and goes to
Lesnar.
UFC. Is that what you just said?
I think
Reigns doesn't even have the title.
no, but he's the on the crown champion, so he does. But
That is true.
I say because you saw the stuff with Daniel Cormier, right?
No. Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Lesnar drops the title or they strip him of it, and Lesnar goes back to UFC.
Well, we also do have the Monster in the Bank,
Yeah.
That's true.
which is our next match: Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens in a steel cage. Poor Kevin Owens, he can't catch a break. Why not? Why doesn't Braun want to be his friend?
Strowman is.
I think that's Strowman's. I think that's why Strowman doesn't have any friends because he treats them like that.
Well,
I
Finn
think
was
that
his
Finn
friend.
Yeah, he had respect for
Look
Finn.
how he threw him like a rag dolly.
Yeah, he threw him on people.
Yeah.
It's their finishing move.
Hey man, it's like that sometimes.
I think that's how he treats his friends. So maybe he does want to be Kevin Owens' friend. Just Kevin Owens is not used to a friend treating him like that.
I guess not.
You
So,
know what, though? I don't like that because he's supposed to be a good guy, but what has Kevin Owens done to deserve that treatment? It's like, come on, man. Like WWE says don't be a bully, but he's legit just being the biggest bully right now.
well, I mean, you can go by the past history of Kevin Owens and his best friends and how he turns on them all the time. So you can kind of get away with that, and Braun just doesn't trust him and is playing his own game, and
Yeah.
I mean, okay, Big Ralph, who do you pick to win this steel cage match?
I'm gonna go with the winner of the Money in the Bank, Mr. Monster in the Bank.
Yeah.
Really? I kind of want to go Owens.
I kind of want Owens to win, but again, it goes to what I said in our prediction for Money in the Bank. How can you bet against Braun Strowman?
Well, I mean, I know
Strowman.
Sami Zayn can't come in and help him, so that's out of the picture. But I mean, I feel like,
Isn't he still injured?
yeah, he's injured, so that's not going to happen. But I feel like, with the way the story's going, you just kind of have to, like,
I don't know.
I don't know,
Maybe
throw Kevin a bone.
Jericho comes out and helps him.
I'm going Owens. I'm going to go Owens. I might not get the point, but I'm going. I'm going with my gut.
The thing about it though is that some of these matches, you already know who's gonna win. It's like you know it's not, it takes the fun out of it because you know that the person's gonna win. So I mean,
I got two that I'm not sure about.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Actually, you're right. I have two that I'm not sure about.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I have three. Sorry.
yeah,
I have
there's
three.
a third one there that I'm unsure about, but,
There's one that I picked, the one who I don't think is gonna win, but I want him to win. So.
All right, so let's go with the SmackDown Tag Team title match with Team Hell No versus the Bludgeon Brothers. I don't know if you guys saw SmackDown where, all of a sudden Daniel Bryan has the power of Kane and makes the fire come out and scares the living crap out of Kane.
He has the magic.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan
Well,
can do anything if he puts his mind to it.
He is the GOAT,
He is the GOAT.
But I'm
the
sure.
greatest of all time.
So, do we give it to Team Hell No, or are we going to the Bludgeon Brothers? I'm going Team Hell No.
I think nostalgia-wise, yes. Team Hell No.
So have we all just picked the same people this whole time now?
No, I picked Owens.
Oh, you did. Let me
Yeah.
change that then.
No, I picked Owens. I want Owens to win. I think we need to throw the poor guy a bone. He hasn't won anything in a while.
I'm going with Team Hell No because I think the Bludgeon Brothers, as dominant as they were portrayed, as soon as when is Kane gonna become mayor?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think probably November, right?
Okay.
Then when elections happen.
Because as soon as they reunited Team Hell No, they kind of put the Bludgeon Brothers on the back burner. So I think they become transitional champions, and you give it to Team Hell No.
Yeah,
I believe the Bludgeon Brothers will get it back, but I think for right now it's just, it's too. Everybody's enjoying it, so you gotta.
I think since Kane is a big attraction, and since he's not gonna be there after the election when he wins, it's like, let's make the most of what we can do with him until then.
He's a big red machine.
He's the big red monster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's not the monster; he's the machine.
He is the machine.
Did they change that at some point? Because he was always the big red monster, and all of a sudden he was the big red machine.
I can't follow. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess when they kept calling Braun the monster among men, I guess they decided they can't have two monsters, so they just called him a machine. I don't know. So the Raw tag team title match, we seen the B team versus the Deleter of Worlds.
Are you okay?
I don't know. I think I'm having a mini stroke.
Don't say that.
I'm slurring my words. Jesus.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry for anybody who's listening who's been through that. He's not making fun of you specifically.
No, that's the way my mouth is working right now.
Oh man. I don't even know.
You don't even know who you want to win or who you think is going to win in this match?
Wait, which match are we on again?
The B team versus the Leader of Worlds.
The Leader of Worlds.
For the Raw tag team titles.
Big Ralph picks the Leader of Worlds.
Big Ralph picks.
Big Ralph just doesn't see the B team as a viable team.
Well, the B team have won every match they've been in.
Yeah, but if they had called themselves the A team or,
No, you can't call anybody the A team. People are going to get the wrong idea.
or the super team or the something that just doesn't sound like second rate. Then I would be being like, maybe I can see them winning.
But they've been winning, so is it just the feel good Raw and then they have AOP blow them out of the water?
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, you always have the rematch.
I'm going with what the hell?
No, I don't think you can go to hell, but if you want.
I'm going with what you call it? The Leaders of Worlds.
The Leaders of Worlds.
I forgot why I was going to go with them, but yeah, I'm going to go with them.
I mean, like you said in the Go Home show, the B team has been winning everything, so it only makes sense that they lose the big one.
Yeah. I don't even know, man. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm going with the Leader of Worlds.
They've got me so like I don't know anymore with their booking. I can't follow it. Nothing makes sense. Nobody has momentum. If they do get momentum, they lose it. I don't know. They confuse me.
All right, so talk about another title match that might confuse you. Is that we got the SmackDown Women's Title match with Asuka versus Carmella. James Ellsworth will be suspended above the ring in a shark cage. I know who you want, but who do you think will win?
Asuka.
You're going Asuka. You don't think shenanigans with Ellsworth?
Nope, going Asuka.
I'm going shenanigans. I'm going Carmella.
Yep.
Oh, Ralph's with me.
I'm going Carmella. Only because, and if you don't remember, what's his name? Enzo Amore was able to slip out of the cage. And Ellsworth is skinnier and smaller. So he might be able to slip out of the cage and do shenanigans.
That's true, but I think the stipulation of, I don't know. I want Asuka. I don't do, because...
I want Asuka. From the bottom of my heart, I want Asuka.
Because they're making me very apathetic. I don't want to be apathetic, but...
Whenever Ellsworth is involved, logic goes out the window, and who you think, who you see, who you want to win, doesn't win.
I'm going to go with Asuka, because I think... Well, I want her to win, but if I'm going to book it, if you put the stipulation of James Ellsworth in a cage, right? People who know wrestling usually know, well, there's going to be shenanigans. He's going to find a way to slip her something or do something, and that's how Carmella gets her victory. I think they're trying to use that against the Smarks. Get it? You see what I did there?
See what you did.
They're going to use that against the Smarks, and whatever he tries will backfire, and then Asuka gets her win. Because we all know that 101 even though the last match the way they booked it, they had Carmella kind of be dominant against Asuka. Oh no, she can't be Asuka one-on-one fair. So we're gonna give it to. I think Asuka finally wins the title here.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so too. I just think with Ellsworth in the picture, you just got the possibility of it not happening.
We will see, my friend.
So on the other side, we've got the Raw Women's title, which is an Extreme Rules match. We have Nia Jax versus the current champion Alexa Bliss, with Ronda Rousey watching in the front row, or from the front row. So we got an Extreme Rules match. Nia can be dominant, but we got the Rousey factor. I don't know. You think Alexa retains? What do you think, Big Ralph?
Big Ralph sees Alexa retaining by shenanigans. I think she might go to Ronda Rousey and stir up the pot and maybe smack her, and then Rousey will get involved. You laugh.
I didn't laugh.
I
think it was a cough.
Oh, I thought it was you were laughing.
No. I actually agree with you. I'm going with Alexa as well.
Same.
Ooh, man, we are not deviating too much here today.
I told you they make a lot of these things obvious. So
I don't know, but you went with Asuka, and it's obvious he's just not going to win.
we'll see. That's where I'm going to get my points.
Well, that was my third option. Like, I wasn't sure, but I'm still going with Carmella.
I'm pretty sure that Alexa's going to win because Rousey's at ringside, and you look at it as there's no way that Alexa can beat Nia because of how dominant of a physical force she is. But then you add in the Rousey factor, and I'm pretty sure that Alexa retains her Raw Women's Championship.
All right, so let's go to the United States title match, which got Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy. Reports of Jeff Hardy working hurt is out there, so do we think Nakamura's going to take it? What do you think, Hollywood?
I'm going to give it to Nakamura. He failed in all of his attempts to win the WWE title. Jeff is hurt. He probably needs some time off the hill, rest up. He's not even doing the Swanton as a finisher in house shows anymore because of his back problems. So I'm going to give it to Nakamura.
I'm going to agree with you. I'm going Nakamura.
I'm also going Nakamura.
Damn. Nobody's going to get ahead in this contest.
I mean, I might get 1 point.
All right, so
you picked some weird things that maybe if you get those 2 points, you will tie.
Well, you know, this was one of those other ones where I wasn't sure if they were going to keep it on Jeff or they were going to. But Jeff's hurt, so I feel like they should.
I honestly think that Nakamura needs a title at this point. You didn't give him the, AJ's title because you wanted AJ to have the title for when you debuted the new game, which made no sense to me when I heard that, but whatever. I'm not part of WWE.
Are you sure?
Oh, I'm sure. I don't get that monies. So, your next best title on Smackdown is the U.S., so...
The U.S. Heavyweight title of America.
I don't think that's what it's called, man.
No, it's the U.S. Heavyweight title of the United States of America.
I mean,
I think it's just the United States title. I don't think it's no heavyweight. There's no heavyweight in there.
It used to be in the NWA. It was the United States Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, but then you had Kalisto who won it a couple times, so you can't have heavyweight in there.
No, what you do is, remember when Rey Mysterio won it and they just changed it to the world title? That's what you do. Whenever a heavyweight has it, you change it to the heavyweight title of America. And when somebody under 205 has it, you just call it the United States title. That's how you do that.
Is that how you do that?
That's how you do that.
All right.
I
don't think that's how they've been doing it for a while, but we'll go with your logic, even though it's flawed.
It is flawed, but I just like to keep it old school. I'm just like, it just sounds so much better when you say the United States heavyweight title. I don't know, sue me.
I can't sue you. You got no money.
True.
All All right, so the one that I'm on the fence about, 30-minute Iron match for the WWE Intercontinental title, Seth Rollins with Dolph Ziggler. Drew McIntyre is allowed to be in Ziggler's corner because he won the match against Rollins on Raw. What do you guys think? I'm on the fence, to be honest.
I'm on the fence on that one too. I want Seth Rollins to win it, but with Drew McIntyre in the mix, I'm not so sure that he can win it.
Part of me thinks that Dolph should win it so Seth can go on to the WWE title.
That might be what they're going to do.
But if Rusev does really good with AJ, they might want to revisit that again, depending. I'm trying to think where you go with the WWE title to SummerSlam. You know? You don't have Daniel Bryan right now in the mix. He's in tag team, right? Shinsuke's going after US. Seth either has to lose the Intercontinental title, right, to go to AJ, or you keep AJ in the Rusev conflict for another pay-per-view. I don't know.
So wait, you're gonna give it?
Ralph, you're going with Dolph, you said, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dolph.
I am not. I'm on the fence. I really am on the fence. Because part of me thinks that Rollins can keep that. Oh no, Rollins not in SmackDown, so my whole logic is flawed.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what are you talking about?
Oh shoot.
Well, they could do a shake-up, so.
Not till
that's...
WrestleMania, probably.
You know why I thought that? Because I wrote it down with a Intercontinental, and then the last match was Rusev versus AJ, so it was on top of each other, so I was like, oh, he can go for that title. But no, now I don't make any sense.
Yep.
So...
Like always.
You don't have Lesnar around, so you got to go Seth. I'm going Seth.
I'm going Ziggler.
Ooh.
I'm going Ziggler because whenever he gets the title, he pretty much loses it immediately. They really don't give him his due. So I'm hoping now they actually give him something to kind of run with for a while. Because he really is good.
And then what? They get into a program with McIntyre?
Yeah. And give Rollins the heavyweight title. He's worked for it.
Yeah, but right now it's stacked. You've got Lashley, Roman, and then Braun in the mix. There's no way Rollins can get in there.
He can get in.
I mean, he can get in, but it doesn't make sense right at the moment.
Yeah, I don't think he would win it, though.
I mean,
yeah, but then what does he chase? The Intercontinental
Intercontinental?
Yeah, he
Intercontinental? What the hell did I just say?
I mean, if they strip Lesnar of the title because he doesn't defend it, that might be a viable option. Do you have a tournament and you stick him in a tournament? Yeah?
Yeah. Or if he doesn't, I don't know. I'm going to stick with Seth. You guys take Dolph, which leads us to the last match, which is the WWE title match. Rusev Day, or Rusev, of Rusev Day, I guess you'd say, versus AJ Styles. It's another one I'm kind of on the fence about. I really want Rusev to win it, but I feel like they're going to keep it on AJ.
Yeah, I'm going AJ.
I'm going to go
Rusev win, but yeah, I'm going to AJ.
I'm going to go Rusev Day.
Ralph, do you know something we don't?
No, I just think that, AJ deserves a break, and, you should at least give Rusev Day, a run with it to see what he can do. He does have the hot hand, and the people love him, so he deserves that shot with it.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. I'm still.
It's like what you did with Baron Corbin. You gave him the U.S. title. You saw what he could do with it, and you didn't like it. So until you give them a run with the title, you don't know what they can do.
Yeah, but Rusev had a run with the U.S. title for a very long time.
Exactly.
So they know what he can do.
So you give him a shot with the prestigious title of Smackdown, the WWE World Heavyweight of the Universe.
Nah, man, it's too much.
Every time I bet against AJ, I lose.
I know.
Don't do it.
And you, Ralph, bet against AJ.
I have bet against AJ before, also.
Because I picked Nakamura, I think, through most of that rival.
I think we picked Nakamura 3 times.
Yeah. And I didn't win. So I'm going to stick with Marcus. I'm going to keep AJ. I'm not going to bet against AJ. Not betting against AJ. Damn it.
Yeah, I learned my lesson.
All right, so am I missing a match? No, I don't think so.
Hold on. We got my boy Andre, his picks.
Ooh, Andre. What's Andre got?
All right. If anybody else wants to contribute or join in, we take I can't even talk. We take fan picks. We're going to start off Andre with the same amount of points that I have and see what he can do.
But why are we starting him at your points? I don't understand.
Why will we start him at the top?
No, but I mean, like, why is that a starting point? Is because yours the lowest?
So what happens is, and if he wins, he'll get a prize or something. I'll figure out what to give him or whatever. So
bootleg NES?
Probably.
All right.
So
what's Andre got?
For AJ versus Rusev, he has AJ retains. For Dolph versus Seth, he has Ziggler retains.
Ooh.
For Alexa versus Nia, Alexa retains. Carmella versus Asuka, Carmella retains. Roman Reigns versus Bobby Lashley, Roman wins. Shinsuke versus Jeff Hardy, Shinsuke wins the title. The Bludgeon Brothers versus Team Hell No wins the titles. The Leaders of Worlds versus the B Team, the Leaders of Worlds retain. Braun Strowman versus Kevin Owens, Braun wins. Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin, Corbin wins. And Sanity versus the New Day, Sanity wins.
He didn't know about Sin Cara because I think they just announced it like recently.
Yeah, I think it happened after Smackdown.
So, all right, so let's recap. We got for the kickoff show Sin Cara versus Andrade. All of us pick Andrade. If we want, we could just put Andre in that since we already all picked it.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah. And then we've got the other kickoff matches, the New Day versus Sanity in a tables match. We all picked New Day. I said Nikki Cross is going to get involved. I'm sorry, Sanity. We all picked Sanity. I said Nikki Cross is going to get involved, trying to get some extra points there. No. What did I say next? Hold on. Where's my list?
This is going to be a long pay-per-view. There's like 12.
It's starting at 7, so.
Finn Balor versus the Constable.
Finn Balor versus Corbin. We got us three are picking Balor. Andre's picking Corbin. We've got Roman Reigns versus Lashley. We've got Andre picking Roman. We're picking Lashley. He's the only one that's picking that. Watch, he's going to win that one. Strowman versus Owens in a steel cage. I'm picking Owens. Andre, Marcus, and Ralph are picking Strowman. Team Hell No versus the Bludgeon Brothers. We all picked Team Hell No. This is for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. The B Team versus the Leader of Worlds for the Raw Tag Team titles. We're all picking the Leader of Worlds. We got the SmackDown Women's title, Asuka versus Carmella. Marcus is going through the heart and picking Asuka. The rest of us are picking Carmella to retain. Then you've got Nia Jax versus Alexa Bliss in an Extreme Rules match for the Raw Women's title. We got Ronda Rousey. She'll be in the front row watching. We've got lost my place. Everybody's picking Bliss, Little Miss Bliss to win. Nobody said Ronda's going to get involved for like extra points. Did you? All right, so
I did, but I didn't do it for points. I mean, I guess I could.
You could have.
I mean,
yeah, let's do it for points.
Yeah, I mean, points are points, man.
I'll give you an extra point for it. You already lose, so what does it matter?
So, the United States title match, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jeff Hardy. We're all picking Shinsuke, I believe. Yes, we are.
Yes.
The 30-minute let me rephrase that. The 30-minute Iron Man match for the Intercontinental title, Seth versus Dolph. We've got everybody picking... No, I'm picking Seth, and everybody else is picking Ziggler. And then we've got the WWE title match. between Rusev and AJ. We're all picking AJ. No, Ralph's picking Rusev, and the rest of us are picking AJ Styles. Now,
Correct.
These are all of our picks. If you have any picks or any comments of our picks, let us know on ugeekly.com. That's UGEEKLY, because we like to hear from you. .com. So, and our Twitter, which is Smarks and Smarks. And do we have... No, that's it, right? Twitter and the website. We don't have an Instagram. Instagram is UGeekly if you want to leave anything there. Hey, we're always looking for anything.
The YouTube, all that type of stuff.
Yep, YouTube. Well, I guess we can... Yeah, YouTube, because this goes up on YouTube, so we do have that as well. So, all right. So I guess that's it. Let us know what you think. Guys, do you think this is going to be a strong pay-per-view, or it's going to be like one of those transitions right before SummerSlam?
I think it's going to be a transition.
It's going to be like a backlash?
It has the potential to be very good, but you have 12 matches, 4 hours. It might be a lot of filler and fluff and unresolved differences, so we're just going to have to wait and see.
I agree. I think it's going to be something to kick the storylines going into SummerSlam.
Yeah, man. It's going to be interesting, to say the least.
All right, so every week, one of us picks a current or old school match for us to review. That match is the main event of the week. This week was Hollywood's pick. Hollywood, what did you pick?
I picked Okada versus Omega from the G1 Climax. And I picked this match because it was the first time that Kenny beat Okada. And after their other matches of tremendous significance, I'm just like, I gotta watch this. I gotta see what happens. And it didn't fail to stimulate. It didn't fail to, keep me interested. It's one of those matches and rivalries where you watch it and you don't know what's going to happen next. Even though they had 4 matches with, Okada win, tie, Kenny win, and Kenny wins again. The sequences, the things they do, you don't know what's going to happen. And the chemistry they have is something that you kind of want everybody to have, but they rarely reach that level. And it was just a forerunner to their 2 out of 3 falls, no time limit match. And I don't know, man. It's one of those matches that I can watch over and over again and never get tired of seeing. It was really that good. I don't know if you guys watch it or not, or if you have any comments about it, but it's just one of those matches that you just really sit down and you enjoy for what it is. The story's there, the physicality is there. You don't get bored watching it. There's always something new every time you see it. So
they had some really good high spots.
And,
now I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Since you follow a lot of New Japan, what happened to Okada that he was hurt in this match?
Well, the G1 tournament is it takes weeks, but they wrestle day after day after day. It's not like WWE or other promotion tournaments where you wrestle once a week or something. Like you have like a WWE tournament, you might wrestle once a week, like advance.
One day and then the next. Okay.
Yeah, in G1, they literally wrestle the next day. So that match you saw with Kenny versus Okada, the next night, Kenny was wrestling Naito in the finals. So it's not like they get a lot of rest. So going through a tournament like that, with all the matches literally being that hard hitting, he was hurt. He just went through a series of matches and it caught up to him.
Okay.
And Kenny exploited it.
I just was wondering, how did he get hurt?
Yeah, just the normal wear and tear after days of wrestling, for not even, and it's not like WWE style where you might wrestle 8 minutes. Like they're wrestling like 20 minutes, 30 minutes a night.
Damn, that's a lot.
It's kind of can be pretty brutal sometimes.
And this was the third one out of there, right?
This is the one after the draw.
The draw. So the first one, Okada won, then the draw, and then this one.
Yes.
Which, this is why it led them to do the fourth one, which is the one they just did, which was the fall, how many, what is it, Iron Man match?
It was 2 out of 3 falls, no
2 out of 3 falls. So the difference between this one and the other one we watched that I noticed is that the pace was quickened because of the time limit.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So they had to have that injury in there just because they wanted to make it like, hey, But, see, that's also another thing. It's like it shows Omega couldn't beat him without an injury at this point, which we didn't know about the fourth one until recently. I mean, the pace was quicker. It didn't have that. It had the timing was different. The hits were more vicious, I thought, because of the time constraints. I mean, he did, technically, he hit him with a knee, I don't know, 100 times.
The V trigger.
The V trigger, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I like this one out of the ones that they've done. I think that it just didn't have I didn't have that reaction to it like I did on the first one or the second one, even. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I mean,
a few times already by this point.
Yeah, and I think that even when I heard they were going to go at it again at a 2 out of 3, I was like, I don't know if they could top the first one, And apparently they did, and I have not watched a 2 out of 3 falls match, which could be one we decide to watch again for this. But I don't know. I didn't see it as... I saw it as a good match, but not a match that was blowing me out of the water, like the first one did. I don't know if that makes... I don't know. I don't know if I'm making... I know that these matches are very high up there and people praise them a lot, and they part of the legacy, and I have to say the two rivals are very good, and they're going to go down in wrestling history as one of the best rivals. But I don't know. I guess I wasn't invested too much, or they didn't give me time to invest into this. I just felt it was, I don't know. I just wasn't into it as I was the other one.
I can respect that.
Wow. See? And this is not a Roman Reigns promo, and you're yawning.
No, I'm just tired.
All right, and Ralph, you thought it was good, or you just wanted to know why he was injured?
Well, I thought it was good, but I did want to know why he was injured. I was not really listening to the commentators as much. I was more focused on the actual wrestling.
Did you listen to the English version or the Japanese?
I listened. Well, again, I wasn't really listening, but it was the English version.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's just I was really tuning them out most of the time. I was more interested in the moves that like the Rainmaker, the One Wing.
Rainmaker!
You know what? Now that I think of it, I might want to watch this again with the Japanese commentators. Because I listened to the American commentators. And the other one, I didn't. I listened to the Japanese. Maybe that makes a difference because maybe my mind got distracted by what they were saying. And the Japanese, when they get excited, man, I don't know what's going on, but I'm like, oh, what happened?
Drop kick! Oh!
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like I thought they did the same moves. I mean, he hit him with that knee so many times. Okada, he came off the ropes and hit with the drop kick so many times. I don't know.
Always hit the back of the head.
Yeah, the reverse Hurricane Rana or Steiner, Frankensteiner. I don't know what you're going to call that.
Reverse Rana.
Yeah, I mean, it was
they called it a Steiner though.
I think if you do it the front, the other way, it's a Frankensteiner. But if you do it backwards, it's a reverse.
A Frankensteiner and Hurricane Rana is two different moves.
Why? How?
The Hurricane Rana, I think you flip off to the side, and then the Frankensteiner is when you end up in a pinning situation.
Did not know that.
Me neither.
Okay, so
No, didn't know like it's half the battle.
I don't know.
Joe.
That's the match. Okada vs. Omega 3 at the G1 Climax 27, which was on August 12th, 2017. Which is, wow. If you think about it, it's almost 2 years ago. It's crazy.
You did your research.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I appreciate that.
So check it out. Tell us what you think. You can find us on the Unique Geek Network, which is under ugeekly.com. Follow us under Facebook and Twitter, under Facebook and Instagram under ugeekly, but on Twitter as Marks and Smarks. We're also on Podbean and Apple Podcasts, so please subscribe, leave a comment, and let us know how we're doing or how we could change the format. Till next time, if we should change the format. Till next time.
I ain't changing nothing.
Ain't changing nothing. Come at him. Until next time, I'm Jose Sands. I'm here with
The Hollywood Marcus.
And
Big Ralph.
saying so long.
Good night.
Goodbye and good night.
I see what you did there. The whole Kenny Omega thing. That was smart.
I did it.
I know.